I know, aliens. Playoff Hat Picks. Hey there, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Steve's Hat Picks, where we look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. It's playoff time, that's a hat pick, and it's only gonna get better from here. It is the best of the best of the best, and let's start with a player who, for the last decade and a half, has been the best. Sidney Crosby. He's not back, he never left.
Dumoulin, the shot, it goes in! Dumoulin with the shot. Crosby gets a piece, and the Penguins have the lead. Well, it's been all pressure for the Pittsburgh Penguins in this second period, and the New York Islanders not handling it well. Leddy turns it over. Dumoulin's shot from a long way out, directed at it. It's a one-handed tip by Sidney Crosby. What a play by the Penguins captain. Watch the hand-eye coordination. Pokes at it.
The best way to describe Sidney Crosby is he routinely does stuff where you look at it the first time in real time and you go, there's no way he did that on purpose. Then you watch the replay and believe in aliens. We've been wrong about Area 51 this whole time. They actually landed in Cole Harbor. Getting a perfectly placed tip is an art form in the National Hockey League. Doing it one-handed? How dare you? That's a hat pick. And that wasn't his only fancy stick work in this series. With guys who rack up a ton of points like Crosby, you might hear a pundit say, yeah, well, he can't do everything. He can't be the team's goaltender. And like Michael Jordan, Sidney Crosby took that personally.
They're starting game number one. The shot on goal stopped, and then off the skate. The second try was kept out, and the puck comes out to center ice.
Crosby might have stopped that second opportunity. Crosby was in behind Tristan Jarry. Both ends, Tristan Jarry on that shot by Palmieri, and it's going to get in behind the netminder, and Crosby had his stick along the goalpost there. Take a look at this opportunity. Pajot from the angle hits the goalpost.
I know. Aliens. Whenever he chooses to retire, Sidney Crosby's career highlight pack is going to be 9 hours long. But unfortunately for the New York Islanders, I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. That play is a hat pick. We go to the Central Division. The Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Nashville Predators. If the Preds are going to have a chance against the Hurricanes, who look like no, I'm not going to say it. Nope, Chris Johnson got in trouble. I'm going to say they look like a very good team and not a character from Deadpool. Deadpool, that's the movie? Sure, yeah. Anyway, the Preds are going to need great goaltending. Check this out from UC Saros.
By Shea. The puck finds Josi. Back to Forsberg. Along the boards. Teravainen with a quick stick up for Trocheck. Canes have a 2-on-1. Pesci to Trocheck. He shoots. Second chance in. Saros will hang on. Oh, the second chance opportunity for Trocheck, and Saros with his best save of this period.
Well, you win a battle in your own end from Teravainen. Guess who? What he does defensively. 2-on-1. You want to make your pass by the top of the circle. Trocheck does, but then he doesn't become a spectator. What a play going back to him. And it's just a phenomenal save. Trocheck, of course, would like to get elevation, but sometimes you just have to tip your cap as you're looking for that.
What a stop. And nothing against the Hurricanes, but I'm glad he made the stop. Look at this. Look at this behind the play. The sneaky interference by Teravainen on Josi. I know it's the playoffs and they're not going to call it, but come on! It might have been an odd man rush anyway, but it was a lot more clear of a path for the Hurricanes, and they got robbed. UC Saros, that's a hat pick. But, of course, you can't stop them all, and Jordan Staal, still good.
His first crack at the NHL playoffs. We still have 4-on-4 hockey for 7 seconds as retains Jordan Staal using that reach. He scores! Oh, the captain wouldn't be denied, and the Canes take a 2-1 lead.
4-on-4 goal, but just about to be a shorthanded goal from the captain. Save ending an overtime winner in the regular season. He wins the draw. Puck possession is priceless at any point in the regular season or first round. And then he catches a goaltender thinking about a potential pass to Brock McGinn. That vacates the upper half of the net. Smaller goalie. You can't teach this type of hockey sense. Pizarro's is anticipating pass.
This should be every playoff goal ever. Coaches around the world are trying to figure out how to staple a gift to the wall in the locker room. Just gronks his way through defenders. No quit. Keeps going. Grabs the puck. Snipes it with perfect finesse. It is 2021 and there are still 2 Stahl brothers in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and one of them just did that. Whew. That's a hat pick. Our next hat pick this series is chaos. You have the Colorado Avalanche, President's Trophy winning. They are the favored team to win the Stanley Cup, although producer Drew hates when I say that, so that's why I said it. And the St. Louis Blues, while they are not the most recent Stanley Cup champion, they are the most recent Stanley Cup champion to win the Stanley Cup in front of people. And if you're the Avs, to beat the Blues, you got to get great goaltending, and that's why they got some from Ryan Graves.
Cut down, Hoffman is in, Hoffman, a wraparound try, knocked away by a sliding Ryan Graves. Parayko shot blocked out of the zone by Coffer. He'll dump it down and no icing here. That is the save of the game, and it came from the defenseman. All because of the play of Ryan Graves, who came racing back to make that save.
That's some corny 80s movie slowed down, no playoff hockey, baby. In the regular season, I don't know, maybe that goes in. But the Stanley Cup playoffs are when you dig deep down and you find that little extra something, and Ryan Graves found it. That's a hat pick. Now going back to the other end of the ice, we have another incredible save, except this time it's from a goalie. Jordan Binnington, 2-on-0.
Burakovsky hit by 2 players, rams it in, gives it off, back to Mikko, shoots, saved by Binnington. Oh my goodness, no way! How did he make that save? Mikko drops it for Timmins, his shot knocked down in front, picked up by Burakovsky. Penalty coming up on the St. Louis Blues. Play cross-checking with Burakovsky. A timeout coming up here. The Avs will go back on the power play. It's a hook. How did Mikko Rantanen and Kadri miss? I can't believe it. What a save by Binnington.
I honestly cannot believe that. Nazem Kadri to Mikko Rantanen, they're just toying with their food. Rantanen finally fires it, and what goalie thinks to do the scorpion thing there? That's not only ridiculous athleticism, but the ability to read the play, to predict what Mikko Rantanen, one of the league's most lethal offensive forces, is thinking. Binnington skating down the ice and going why I oughta to every second goalie that he faces is just a distraction. He can still do stuff like that. That's a hat pick. What a save. Now, unfortunately for both the Blues and the Avalanche, Game 2 saw some distractions. At the time I'm shooting this video, we don't know what kind of suspension Nazem Kadri is going to get, but I would bet he's going to get one. We'll talk about that later when we do a Dang It's video. I saw everyone talking about that, though, and no one talking about Nathan MacKinnon's hat trick.
Rick to the near side, MacKinnon into the circle, dancing and shooting. He scores! Nathan MacKinnon rips it short side. His 3rd goal in 2 games, and the Avs have a 2-0 lead. Avs transition game has been slowed down. Up top it's Taves. Finds MacKinnon, long wrist shot. He scores! Nathan MacKinnon from way downtown. It might have been deflected. Racing forward is Mikko. Steals it up to MacKinnon. He'll race in and shoots. Nathan MacKinnon!
Okay, the longer this video takes, the more you believe my Cole Harbor aliens theory. In preparation for this video this morning, producer Drew texted me and said, I also demand you call him Nathan McPlayoffs. No? How about this? They win the cup, I'll get you a McPlayoffs jersey. That wasn't the only thing Drew sent me. Nathan MacKinnon is also on one of the best points per game paces in the playoffs in NHL history. Through 42 games in the Stanley Cup playoffs, Nathan MacKinnon has 1.45 points per game, and that only appears to be climbing. He was an absolute monster in the bubble, and he's picked up right where he left off. Nathan MacKinnon, Cole Harbor, aliens. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, have you apologized to Taylor Hall yet?
1-0 Caps in Game 3. Now the pass in front, and Hall scores! Bruins tie the game at 1.
What a finish. What a finish by Taylor Hall.
And Enzo, you talked about it in the first period. The Bruins did not elevate enough pucks on Ilya Samsonov. And it's good hard work by the Bruins to keep pucks alive, much like Washington did on the power play, and then watch us finish, spin around and get it up. Oh, that is a real beautiful play there by Taylor Hall, and a good response by the Bruins.
Watch him open up the stick blade right there.
Okay, what about now? Listen, I don't really think I'm a particularly smart hockey fan. I just make videos in a room full of toys. Well, figures. They're called figures. But I'm definitely not like a giant stats nerd. But around the trade deadline, I kept saying he's shooting 2.3% on the worst team in the league. That's not going to continue. He joins a good team like the Boston Bruins and, yeah. Well, why couldn't he have done that on the Sabres? Well, it's difficult to do a spinneroonie goal in the offensive zone when you're always on the back check. Just enjoy the unreal goal. That's a hat pick. Is he from Cole Harbour too? For our next hat pick, we stay in the Bruins Capitals series. Charlie Coyle, big man, puts Brendan Dillon and Craig Anderson on an and one mixtape.
Clifton. Some excellent chances at both ends. Here comes Coyle. Cutting behind the Capitals net, centering pass, score! DeBrusk, set up by Coyle. 1-0 Bruins.
What a sales job here by Charlie Coyle. The fake shot initially gives himself some separation on Brendan Dillon, and then Craig Anderson gets lost. Watch the move right here by Coyle. Fake, he goes down, he waits. Now look at Craig Anderson. He goes down, he's out, and then Jake DeBrusk goes to the blue paint and gets his second in 2 games.
Oh, I think the one thing, Edzo, about Craig Anderson is that at times he can get caught being overly aggressive, and right here he was dead set on taking a shot from Charlie Coyle, and credit to Jake DeBrusk.
Man, up and down that Bruins roster, there aren't a lot of places to hide. Charlie Coyle, what a move. That is a hat pick of a setup for Jake DeBrusk. Speaking of and one mixtapes, my goodness, the Tampa Bay Lightning versus Florida Panthers series so far. It goes down to the wire in game 1. We all think it's going to be yet another overtime, but Brayden Point, who played in a quintuple overtime game and won it last season, said, how about I end this right now?
It's inside position on McDonough. Up the wall it comes. Weegar winds, fires, blocked. And McDonough looking to spring the break. It's Brayden Point! Scores! Brayden Point, with 1:14 left in regulation, has given the Lightning the lead.
The Lightning give the Panthers a dose of their own medicine. Turnover, block, Point anticipates, takes off, and then the finish. Beautiful move, forehand, backhand, 5-hole.
That's the kind of thing every kid dreams up in their driveway and every Disney exec dreams up in a boardroom. Breakaway, minute left, game on his stick. Boom, that's a hat pick, but what else would you expect from Brayden Point? No slouches themselves, though. You gotta give the Florida Panthers some love. I cannot believe this pass from Jonathan Huberdeau to Owen Tippett.
Ruda tried to feather it ahead, turns it over to Huberdeau. He moves in. Huberdeau protects, leaves it out in front. They score! Owen Tippett gives the Panthers the lead.
What an incredible play by Jonathan Huberdeau. Tippett gets the goal, but this is all Huberdeau. Patience, taking it to the net. He could have easily shot this puck from the outside if he wanted to, but he has the guts to take it inside, pay a price, find a better play. Yeah, he gets a bit of a fortunate bounce on this pass as it goes off the skate of Hedman. But you talk about creativity and the will to want to get to the net.
How is a team with that ability down 2-0 in a series? Oh, they're playing Tampa? Okay, that makes sense. But still, the Florida Panthers and Jonathan Huberdeau are putting on a show. That's a hat pick. My goodness, what a play. And our final hat pick is actually a series of hat picks from Marc-Andre Fleury. People just all night were tweeting me. Here's one, here's another, here's another. Drew, show them in whatever order you want. Marc-Andre Fleury, have yourself a night.
Saw in back of the goal, he'll dance, he'll center one, Harvard, what a save! Ian Cole, the trailer moving in, Bukestad, what a save again! The battle with McNabb, Brodin out in front, here's a chance, what a save! Fleury maybe his best on Capri
faceoff.
Does a good job here to keep the play alive. Here he is. He'll end up on the other side. And Kaprizov ends up with that chance off the deflected play. And what a save.
Wow. Goalless in game one. Hartman right in for a chance. Pawed down again.
Zuccarello.
Zuccarello, Fiala shot, caught again.
Okay, so you've seen all of that now. The dumbest, most unfathomable parts of all of that is there was a goalie who set a record with a shutout in this game, and it wasn't Fleury. Cam Talbot, 42 save shutout, is a Minnesota Wild record, and the Vegas Golden Knights lose game one. They do go on to win game two, though. Fleury in net, because of course. But those saves, keeping him in the game for as long as he did. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about age. I had to do a jump cut. My brain malfunctioned. I did not have words. I don't know how he's moving so smoothly. I guess he pulled the sword out. That is a whole bunch of hat picks. So, did we miss any? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. We're going to be live streaming me watching every game of the Leafs Habs series on the Sportsnet YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, you know when the games are. Check it out.